Town Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points.
Let's battle.
When they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 16. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st down, Smith. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lance. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Hayne to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray now on 1st down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Let's go! Let's go! Watch them overturn it.
At the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Glad they didn't.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half.
Can't get too comfortable because I had the same lead last game. Got that overtime. Can't get too comfortable.
21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now they try the right side here. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here's Hayne to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Flush to his right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Got a game, don't
Football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Bennett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance, he'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action, now it's Lance. On the move to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, CD, congratulations are in order because he just passed Barry Sanders and moved into 3rd place all-time on the NFL rushing list.
And just think of what that gives him in terms of cachet, in terms of respect, because many people think Barry Sanders is the greatest running back that's ever played. Now, on the all-time rushing list, 3rd, ahead of him now, how about this? Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith.
That's pretty good company, folks. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defenses. Get on the field, defense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on 2nd. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal. This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's made
Damn, I can't get around the lineman. Oh, hell.
That's about all. It'll go as no gain in play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lance looking to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, Lance. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance, flush to his right, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now here. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Haynes. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Running again with Barkley on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll try to run with Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Here's Hayne to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Mahomes. And he will find his man Ruggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw.
Let's go!
And seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. It's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially with the defense. But that touchdown.
Playoffs finna be good, Sam. They finna be good.
Extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I gave him that hit, so he'll remember me.
Charles, we saw a lot of points.
Good game.
This one, certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.